We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Williams running left. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go JD, go.
Operating from the gun, Harris. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one is right through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. And that's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Locates Hardman for another catch. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
A gain there of 21 yards. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action Week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it with Williams. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
We got 4. We got 4.
Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat!
They'll try and run for it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 73 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, 75 yards. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. This one away, and off it goes. And here comes this to the 22. The Chiefs. There is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the back.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the foot first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And here's a very low line drive. Almost whiffed on it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And all the Chiefs have it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Harris. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Harris on 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Panther 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Street.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They're going option play on 3rd down. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up third down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Returning it, here's Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Slot man moves right.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike.
You ain't going nowhere.
Mike 22. Mike 22.
On the ball.
Harris now from the gun on 3rd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Rolling to his left. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Check 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18, Pioneer.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Operating from the gun, Harris. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the option to give to Williams here. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down.
Check three. 19 Tiger. Dragon 60.
Off the play fake. Harris. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Check 50. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. 60 Maverick.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Warriors 70.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Mahomes eluding the and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Switch up, switch up.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Broncos, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.